Hi, Justin from the apps team here at Splore. So what we wanted to do today was just take you through a little bit of a recent prototype that we created. The goal here of just taking you through of how we envision Splore evolving over time. So I think off the bat, the first thing you'll notice is that this experience looks fundamentally different from something like google.com. Now, the main reason for this is all driven off months of talking to different gamers, learning about their needs, and making sure that the experience we create represents that. So what has really driven this, at least this current experience we've created, is that we found a few key insights for gamers. One, their experience is not as simple as just going to, say, Google and trying to search for information. A lot of their content experience is driven off the process of discovery, meaning that they want to go and discover new content, not necessarily always just about asking a question and getting an answer. So we've made sure that that experience represents that. Secondly, we found that a lot of the experience and content that they're looking for is driven off extremely fresh data, meaning they're not just looking for old index pages, but actually they need that data that is recent, and I'll go through some examples in a sec of what we mean by that. So what you can see here is you've got this feed-based experience where a user can actually scroll a feed, customized to them as a user. And you can see the first thing you notice is that there's content from lots of different sources. Sources like Discord, YouTube, Twitch, down here, and you can see other in the future content such as Reddit or other platforms that may also be relevant for gamers. Now, when I talked about that freshness of content, you can see here we've started to think about the filtering system that we'd need to have that caters to those gamers' needs. Things like videos, discussions, live, like Twitch streams, trade and LFG are very specific use cases that require fresh data, trading of assets, looking for specific gamers to play with. So these are some of the categorizations and ways in which we found gamers want in the content that they're trying to search for. So this is a bit of experience of the feed, but what we've got is this experience here, if I click up here, called bases. So what we mean by a base is almost like a community that can be created on Splore by admins of specific servers and online communities. So the reason we do this is that we need a way to be able to collect that walled garden data, meaning that data that is trapped within Discord communities, hidden, that are very difficult to find without that public indexing. So what we can do for admins is they can create a base, they can connect up their communities, and that gives them a way to have that surface in the public web, get their content more reach. But for us, it allows us to index it and have it on Splore.com. So I can show an example of that. If I click on this community here, Valorant Ascent, you can see here that they've connected up their different platforms, things like Discord, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and from that we can start to pull out all that data. So these really valuable messages that sit within those hidden closed Discord communities, bring together all the platforms like YouTube, Twitch, and this was really driven off another insight we found was that these gamers go through all these different places to seed these different pieces of content related to a specific community or streamer. And so there's a real need there for them to want to come to a single place to be able to find it all as one. And you actually have the opposite effect when we started talking to admins, in which they wanted a place to be able to bring it all together as well. So that's just a bit of context on how we see Splore evolving. You can see up here there's still a search bar, so users will still be able to go search like they would. But as we go along, we're going to continue to make sure that this experience is highly driven off the needs that we find of gamers at the end of the day. Thank you.